Hey fellas and ladies, I'm not sexist. Oh whoops. Welcome back. We are now doing the heavyweight challenge. So this is for the really fat heavy cars. We're using our Ferrari 612. This is the best car to use for this challenge. Even though the Mercedes CL65 is officially quicker. I don't know, I feel this is better, but obviously it's all a matter of opinion and whatever you want to use, but you do get the 612 for free if you pick Asia as your starting region, so it just makes sense to use that. Also, this is the first championship, other than the point-to-point ones, that has more than one race at the same location. Fun fact. I think it's one of the only ones, actually. It might be the only one other than the point-to-point. So I'm just messaging someone. It's fine. It's hang on, I can't type and talk at the same time. Yeah, I mean, it's just a loading screen. Nothing's happening. Relax. It's fine. I know it's unprofessional to be on the phone while driving. Also illegal. But yeah, we're fine. We're good. First place on the grid. I missed that. Well, I mean, actually, a lot of races I've done, I've been first on the grid. It's also the first V12 car I've driven in this playthrough. I mean, I've already driven this car on the lap videos, but nah, it's fine. This is the first time I've driven a V12 car in career mode. I don't know why the shadows are so weird. Is that just because of the light? It probably is because of the lights, isn't it? I wonder if they'll stop here. No. Oh, they got those lights up there, might be because of them. Also, this is the only track in the game, other than the drag strip, that you don't really have to brake on. Obviously, unless you do that. Oh, he's right behind me. I didn't realise he was that close. You see, if I had sound on, I would have known that. He's less than a quarter of a second behind me. That's beautiful. Now, I remember, actually, you remember on Top Gear when Clarkson said this car had no arse? And it was designed by a man called Ken, who worked for Pininfarina at the time. So yeah, it's a Ken car. This is what Ken would drive. Barbie and Ken. And then obviously when I think of Barbie and Ken, I think of the song. And when I think of the song, I think of Robert Unwin from the X Factor. Do you remember him? Yeah, he was fun when he worked at Chicken Factory. Yeah. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. Trust me, it's worth it. 3 laps. This is probably also the shortest lap on the game. Even though it's not the shortest track, it is the fastest track. So I think actually the lap time might actually be quicker than Maple Valley, the short Maple Valley circuit, which is the shortest track in the game. But yeah, this might still be quicker. Obviously excluded the drag strip, obviously. There is also autocross in this game, which, as far as I know, didn't return until Motorsport 5. I mean, it might have been in 4. I think it was in 4. 3. Was it in 3 as well? I don't know. Whoa. I haven't done 3 and 4's career mode all the way through. But I know it's definitely in Motorsport 5. 48.2 seconds. Oh, he was actually quite a way behind. Must have dropped off a bit. Well, he did drop off a bit. I played a weird game on Duck Station yesterday. Duck Station is the PlayStation 1 emulator, if you didn't know. It's called Bishi Bashi something. It's very strange. It's like a puzzle party game, so like you plug up to 4 controllers in and you can pick a character and then you just have to do random games. Bishi Bashi Special, I think it was called. Weird name for a game, but it was alright. It's kind of fun. Some of the games we didn't really understand, but you know, because it does explain them, but not very well. So some of them you kind of have to figure out what you need to do, but I mean, some of them are pretty self-explanatory, like knocking the bowling pins over with the little remote control car. That was fun. But yeah, I mean, I've got two controllers, two wired controllers, which I used. I used one, and then I just plugged the other one in my partner, the other. So yeah, I like this track as well. I'm really glad they brought this track back. I know I mean, I don't have the game, but when I do get a Series X, which I am getting one, and when I do get one, that'll be the first game I get, and I'm going to enjoy myself on all the cars that we've missed from the later Forza games, especially the Furai, the FTO, the original Vanquish, and all the BTCC cars, obviously. Speaking of BTCC, I watched it today. Mikey Doble got his first win. What a ledge. I mean, he's been in the championship for about 5 years now. He's very quick. You know, he usually finishes in the top 10. Pretty much every race he finishes in the top 10 unless he has a problem or crashes. But yeah, he's very quick, and he actually got a pole position in his first ever season, which I think only one other driver's ever done that. And that was back in '97. Well, I mean, it might have happened a few times since then, but yeah, yeah, he got a pole position in his first ever season, but he's never won. I mean, the only reason he didn't win that race is because he got a penalty because he crossed the line on the green flag, so he had to go to the back at like 8th or something, which is really impressive. But you know, obviously it's one of those things, there's nothing faster than a pissed off racing driver. You know, like if you end up last because of a penalty, you're going to really fight to try and get back to where you were. Yeah. Yeah, he finally won a race. I mean, he was very close to winning one last year. He was in first for the whole race, but then the soon-to-be champion ended up right behind him for the last few laps. And 4 corners from the end of the race, he did a dirty dive bomb on the inside and managed to get past him and ended up winning the race. But he was, Mikey Doble was first for so long, and he could have easily won that race if Jake Hill had just backed off a bit. But you know, Jake Hill was fighting for the championship. He needed to get as much points as possible, so he weren't going to be kind to Mikey. But Mikey really held his own today, and yeah, it's really good to see him win one. I mean, just this year alone, we've had 3 people who've never won a race before win. So it's as interesting as ever, really. It's not like Formula 1 where it's like the same 2 or 3 people winning every time. It's pretty much a different winner every race. I mean, I think this year there's been 9 races, and I think only 1 person has won more than one. Like every race has been won by a different person, apart from obviously one exception. But yeah, it's definitely a much more mixed sport than Formula 1. I mean, because what is it? Oscar Piastri winning like absolutely everything at the minute. McLaren are just dominating. Which, I mean, I respect McLaren. You know, they've built a better car than everyone else, but it's so boring to watch. Like, there's no point watching the cars at the front, because you know it's either going to be Lando or Oscar. You know, probably Oscar, because Oscar seems to be quicker this year. But I mean, obviously it'd be nice for Oscar to win, because you know it'd be his first championship, but you know, at the same time, it's kind of like, it just gets a bit boring, like, because it's like, oh, which McLaren's going to win today? It's not a case of, oh, which driver's going to win, which car's going to win. Oh, it's a completely mixed bag, you know. This driver is a, you know, they're usually really quick, but they're starting 17th on the grid. Are they going to be able to get to the front before the end? Who knows? You know, it's so much more interesting than Formula 1. I think people who stop, like, get bored of Formula 1 should start watching the BTCC. I mean, obviously it's kind of hard to watch if you're not British, but I think there are places you can watch it. I don't know where, but I'm sure there are. I think there are places. But yeah, it's definitely, if anyone who's interested or was interested in Formula 1 and has recently started finding it a bit boring, you need to watch the BTCC. It's so much better than Formula 1. 100%. And yet there's no BTCC. Well, there kind of is. There hasn't been a BTCC game since the PS1. That was the last proper BTCC game we had. I mean, Grid Autosport had a touring car career, which had some of the cars, but it didn't have any of the official drivers or liveries. So it wasn't really a touring car game. It was more just a game that had touring cars in it, if that makes sense. And then obviously R Factor 2 added the touring cars in. But I think they've been removed now. I don't know. I'm not sure. But again, it wasn't a proper touring car game. It was just a normal racing game that had touring cars in it. I mean, yes, it did at least have the proper drivers and liveries, but they were removed because they lost the license from Toka because apparently they breached the contract or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the full ins and outs, but I mean, there were rumours that they were actually going to develop a proper touring car game. I think what it was is they told Toka, who are the organisers, that they were going to develop a standalone game specifically for the BTCC. But what they did is they just put the BT cars in R Factor 2, which is not what Toka agreed on. So they basically pulled the plug and said they weren't going to allow them to use the license. Which I think is a little bit harsh. But I guess if Motorsport Games said they were going to make a new game and they didn't, I mean, if you're not planning on doing that, don't say it. You know, it's one of those things. I don't promise it if you can't fulfill it. But you know, I've never played. I mean, I did play R Factor 2 very, very briefly when they added the touring cars, but I never like did any proper races on it. I just sort of like pissed about. Oh, hello. Excuse me. What are you doing? We're on the same team, mate. We're not actually, but we're in the same car and it's the same colour, so I can dream. Just don't worry. This corner's a bugger because it's sharper than it looks, and so you naturally don't brake as much as you need to, and then same with these as well. Like, I think as well, like this car, because it is so heavy, the handling isn't up to par with the straight line performance. So because it's so fast in a straight line, you naturally assume that it can handle better than it actually does. But obviously it doesn't. So yeah, it's not great. But yes, it's also not a very pretty car. I mean, I know some people like it, some people hate it. I'm more towards the hate side. I don't hate it as such, but yeah, I don't know. It just yeah. I don't know. It's one of those. Oh dear. One of those cars that I think it grows on you over time. But well, funny enough, I was the other way around. When it first came out, I really liked it, but now I don't know. It just looks a bit. It's just very oddly proportioned. Like the bonnet's too long, the wheels are too small, the overhang at the back is, well, I mean, to be honest, the back's probably the stronger bit, if any. Yeah, I don't like the front. I mean, those headlights, they look like, it looks like it's surprised to see you. You know what I mean? It's like, oh hello, I wasn't expecting you to be there. It's like, it looks like you've walked in on it while it's changing. And just that look it gives you, like, oh, didn't see you there. Or it's walked in on you changing. That's probably a better analogy. It doesn't know what to do, so it just pulls that stupid face. Right, that's that. One more. What track was it? Is it Blue Mountains, I think? Oh, been watching Clarkson's Farm as well. That's quite good. I know it's not really car related, but I quite like it. Haven't watched the Not Very Grand Tour yet, only because I'm a little bit skeptical about it because a lot of people have said it's not that good. But I'm gonna watch it anyway because I might as well. Oh, why do I always get so tired when I'm doing these? Ow, my back. Oh, God, I'm only 23 and I feel like I'm 186. Oh no, my eyeball is itching. Bloody hell. That was a pretty decent start, if I do say so myself. Oh, we're actually doing this track the right way for it. No, wait, it's just the wrong way. What is the proper orientation? Oh, I feel like this would be the proper orientation because this is like basically like how Bathurst is, but I don't know how I'm feeling on this track. It's the other way around because they felt if they did it this way around, it would be an obvious rip-off. But I don't know. But they did it this way around anyway, so I don't know. I don't know what's the official forward and backwards layout. I'm not sure. Oh, what's this something going on? I'm going to have to itch it. I might be okay. I'm really sorry. Ah. Sorry about that. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry as well if you can hear my fan. It's warm. I've got the fan on again. I mean, it is miles away, so hopefully you won't hear it. I think the loudest thing on the video, other than my voice, is probably the PC. And maybe the clicking of the controller. I don't feel like the clicking of the controller is actually as big of an issue as I thought it would be. I mean, you can hear it, but it's not like that's the only thing you can hear. It's not that bad. Ooh, twitchy. Oh, crap, are you paying attention? That's fine, we survived. Well, this car's supposed to have a perfect weight distribution because the engine is sort of behind the front wheels. So it's like front mid-engined. But then the gearbox is right at the back, like behind the rear wheels. So, yeah. Oh, no, you don't, boy. You may have noticed as well, I did skip the Ford Mustang event. I know I have a Mustang, but in all honesty, that car's not really up to the job. Because in that event, you're racing one of the Celine Mustangs, which is quite a lot quicker. So, yeah, the Mustang GT, unless you upgrade it, is not really cut out for the job. However, there is a racing version of the Mark IV Mustang which you can use. So I'll probably just wait until I get that and then use that. I think it's a prize car. I think it's from one of the championship events. So I won't unlock it for a while, but when I do, I'll make sure to do that event. Oh, I'm getting bored now. Not of the game, I'm just getting bored of talking. My throat's getting sore because I've been talking non-stop for about 40 minutes. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about at this point. I spoke about how ugly I think this car is. I spoke about the fan. I spoke about everything. I don't know what else to talk about. Yeah, I think, well, this is the last race, last lap. So let's just get this race done and then we'll call it a day, I think. Yeah, I mean, I record 2 videos a day. Well, not every day, I take a break in between, but... So when I do the recording, I record 10 of the lap videos, then take a break, then, well, take a break for a day, then do 2 of these, then another break, then 10 of the lap videos, and I just alternate until I've done the amount I need to do. Because I'm going away at the end of June again, so I need to get them done for the whole of June and all of July as well. So I don't get back till August. Oh, he's up beside me. Don't, please do not pick me off. Please don't. Ah! Oh, what an idiot. He took himself off. What a twat. That's what you get, you stupid idiot. Trying to push me off the track. It's almost like he realised that he's pushed me off the track, so he tried to stop himself from doing it, and then he just overdid it and took himself off. 300? 300? What for? I only bounced off the limiter for like a second. Unless there was some... Did I do it twice? I can't remember. I might have done it twice. And then we're going to Vanquish, another useless car. It's very pretty though. Not in that colour though, I think it looks better in black. It's a very nice car in black. Well, that's me done for today. I've only got, well, those 6 events left to do in this rookie show, amateur, but that one I need a car for, that one I need a better car, and that one I need a car for as well. So our next video will probably be the professional league, so that's exciting, isn't it? Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. If you like the video, subscribe, like, leave a comment, whatever. And I will see you next week for our first professional event. Bye.